Hey folks, Quilly18 here and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Liberal Crime Squad. Now, up until now, I've recorded one, maybe two episodes a day, and it's been really good for double checking some feedback, both in the comments and also on our Discord, which has been a good place for discussing and clarifying some things. But today, this is like my fourth episode recorded back to back because I'm just so excited about what I'm doing. And hopefully it's not going to backfire too badly. Now, I did do some Googlification. Actually, I just checked the wiki. And unless something has changed between the wiki version and this version of the game, in particular with New Age, it turns out it looks like you can use a sleeper agent at the bank to be able to open the vault. The wiki says to crack the vault, you need to have a security expert, right? We know that. And a computer expert. Yep, we know that. And a bank manager. The bank manager can be a sleeper, a fresh recruit, or a hostage. It says the wiki says it takes the bank a little while to revoke a bank manager's clearance when they join the squad. If you take too long to enlighten a kidnap manager, the bank will revoke their clearance as a precaution. So if we kidnap someone and it takes too long for us to flip them, then they won't be useful for breaking through the lock anyway. And presumably if I seduce someone and then they join the squad, they'll be useful for a little while, and then at that point, their security will never work. The sleeper agent, though, is really interesting. So my thought here, and especially what I like about this seduction, right, which we haven't made use of, is the fact that it's different cap from the recruits. So that's going to be my plan, is continue to work up the seduction skill with Petra and then attempt to seduce a bank manager. I'll also need a computer expert, which theoretically could come from one of my meetings. I have 4 meetings. I think 2 of them are with programmers, but I am full on recruits over here. And unless I release more prisoners from the police station, I guess let me double check to see any chance. Oh, the courthouse has dropped its security. The police station not. Okay, we're going to make a little run of the courthouse is what we're going to start with. So I'm going to equip myself with the, this is getting too big, judge's robes right over here. Okay, judge's robes are in place. Everyone, yeah, we've moved a couple of people over the dodge. I want to get them at least a rank of dodge through the self-study. See, Shumway might be worth investing. I can't remember what your intelligence. No, it wasn't great. So you wouldn't make for a great teacher. No, right. Teaching uses something else. It's not intelligence based. Because you might be a decent person then to train other people. In which case, like, I'm wondering if it might be worth sending you to school to study faster. But it's expensive, and let's just take our time. That's going to have to be okay. So, yes, Petra, with your judge's robes, you're going to go downtown. You're going to go to the courthouse. Now, I found out that you can go down. Oh, I want to talk to the liberal judge. And I could seduce you, but you are recruitable this way. We're just going to have to figure out something out. We might just keep you hooked up for a while here. I guess I could have tried seducing a little bit, but let's focus on the primary mission, which is to free some prisoners here. Alarmed, open, done. Disguise is good. Yes, yes, good. Grab this loot, smartphone. Let's move up, down, loot. Unlock that. This raises suspicion immediately, but I think that was all. So I'm going to free the prisoners. Oh, we didn't even get any suspicion at all. Okay. That's crazy to me. We don't get... Oh, you do get the update on juice right away. So we can see, yeah, we're getting like 50 juice from freeing these prisoners. Smartphone. Oh, conservative panic. Okay, I'm going to grab this. So I was going to say, what I'm going to do is work my way to the door now. Let's talk to another judge. And just get them in a queue. Plus, if we talk to them... Oh, we had to do a stealth check there. I was going to say something else. Oh, yeah, what I was going to do is just sit in the doorway here and then do stalls and then just try to spam seduction. But we'll just leave. Okay, Marion's making second rate black suits. That's good. Seth has reached, and Wade, and Teresa. Okay. I'm just going to go and spam the chats. And then we're going to go to assign. Seth, educate, take a skill, dodge. Wade, educate, take a skill, dodge. Teresa, we can't actually see her stealth, but she did get a level of, I guess I can confirm it here. We can see stealth is, above a 1. Okay, and again, get a rank of dodge. Unless it's better that just Gordon trains you. Okay, if I go to Gordon and teach class in fighting, martial arts, firearms, throwing, heavy weapons, dodge, first aid. But you don't actually have that many of these. What I'm wondering about is, does it make more sense to train the others in something that wouldn't be covered by combat? Like, we'd ideally love to have one person who is perfect at teaching fighting, and maybe one person who's perfect at teaching covert ops. It could end up being the same person if we concentrate enough skills there. But yeah, you have high agility, so maybe not the first aid part, which is probably int-based, but the other skills. And I don't know if I care about throwing or heavy weapons, which heavy weapons I believe is based on strength, so you wouldn't be able to do it anyway. But like, if we got Shumway to be an expert in dodge for sure, and then either martial arts or firearms, possibly both, which is kind of redundant on one person, and then just put you on teaching. At the very least, we'd want you to have those skills. I think what you need to do, if you took a class, you could take a class in martial arts. You can take a class in firearms. Oh, martial arts, you're limited. Oh, martial arts might be strength-based. That makes sense. Well, okay. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. The martial arts skill must be capped by strength. But I think agility determines damage cap for even a lot of the unarmed stuff, at least based on the notes. But again, I might be getting confused between different versions of the game, right? What I read for New Dawn was that martial arts determines basically all the like hand-to-hand stuff, but most of it is based on agility for damage, and where strength was used for clubs and unarmed. Maybe we'll just focus heavily on firearms. I mean, if we get someone strong, great. But yeah, I'm gonna have Gordon Shumway. I mean, I know your birth name was Elf, but it's fine. We're gonna have you take classes in firearms. And then, well, I mean, ideally at some point we'll give you a firearm. But then when you teach the rest of the people, you'll teach them both the dodging and the firearms, and we'll probably focus on that. Okay, I think that's going to be a good idea. It's quite the investment in Shumway here, but I think that's worthwhile. Now, what do I want to do with Petra? Okay, well, we're not going to the police station or the courthouse. I think we go on to another seduction attempt, is what we do. I mean, I can come here for some theft. I mean, I guess try to steal, and then while we're there, do a little bit of seduction, maybe. I think that's probably a good thing to do. Let's put on a lab coat and go forth. And any chance there's more money at the genetics place than the cosmetics? I mean, if I'm not cracking cages, which I'm not currently, then I guess we'll go there. And just work the seduces. And loot. Open the door. Hello, corporate manager. I mean, you'd be great to seduce. Presumably. Drop pickup line. Yep, way to your league. Okay, and I think I picked the lock while you were in the tile. So I don't know, maybe it was just a really good disguise check? That actually might be the case. Maybe it forces an extra disguise check. Talk. Seduce. Talk. Seduce. Grab. Yeah, we're just going to drop seductions. Oops, that is the wrong key. But that's fine. Talk A, B, B, B. Talk B, 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 B. Talk C, B, B, B. Talk B. Oh, we did get stealth checks Maybe that was me picking the lock while someone's in the tile. We are going to get the level up on seduction, okay? So there's no reason to keep grinding at seduction. Again, you can overflow it a little bit, which we might have already. I don't know. But I'll probably just focus on running around for some loot. And yeah, we can probably, okay, conservative panic. Let's just back out the way we came in. And probably get more support for our cause. Even though we don't get more juice, but I'll just bail. There we go. First rate suits good. And Sean has got their stealth level. So unfortunately, all we can do is chat here because we are capped. But yeah, maybe we'll learn a little bit of law skill, a little bit of computer skills just for free along the way. Our law's at 1.8. Our computer skills are not visible. Oh, they're still at 0. So, I mean, it might be random which ones you learn, or I don't know. Maybe we need to get at least one level. I don't think so, because some of the others are trickling in. 304 juice. Oh, yeah, and my seduction. Yeah, 3.1. We might start to see some successes on seduction at some point. Now, I don't think I can convert the people who are at a meeting. I don't think I can switch from just chatting with them to seducing them, right? I don't think that's an option that was listed. Oh, someone did finish their stealth. So, out of curiosity, so let's assume we might be feeding people dodge and firearms from Shumway. Would I like them to focus on something else then? I mean, I suppose the people who might have potential for high security could do that, but that's not the case here. I mean, let's just look at what skills you can get higher on this character. There's not a lot. Your martial arts, you do have a strength of 6. Like, you could self-study some martial arts. Wow, you really can't do much. That int of 1 is semi-limiting, isn't it? Heck, you could self-study heavy weapons. We don't have one yet, but at some point we might get one. I don't know. I guess self-study dodge. We're still hoping that Shumway will be able to spread that, but you could at least start, and that would be okay. Now, if I was worried about the money getting a little tight... okay, projects there. Heat 4, that's pretty normal. Because I could do a little quick run to sell some of our goodies. But I want to ideally be time efficient with that. And right now, you know, we don't have that much stuff to sell in bulk. So I think Petra's going to go out. Now, you're still wearing a lab coat. No, let's just go back to genetics. And same sort of thing. Loot for money. And drop some seduces. In fact, because I think theoretically we're going to need more and more seduction skills. We're just going to start immediately. Talk. Tons. I don't know what people sort of defend the seduce with. Oh. Seduction 3.5. Loot that. Pick the lock. Ignore the genetic things. Talk to you. Drop a pickup line. Are you a communist? Because you're inspiring an uprising in my lower class. Wow, that's a new one. Your game is as dead as your ideology. Oh, this is my favorite part of the game so far. This is great. Ooh, I skipped over some possible conversations. Not a big deal, but... Talk, baby, talk. And there we go. Okay, we've got our level up on seduction. Grab. We'll do another couple maybe just to get a few more skills for the next one already going, but it doesn't really matter because we'll just do it next time too. Grab that. Pick the lock. One sleeper agent here would let us see the loot constantly. But I don't think that's the best use of our sleeper positioning stuff. But at a certain point, like, I was gonna say, what if we successfully seduce people and someone, and we're like, oh, I don't necessarily want someone here. I guess we don't. I'm sure we don't have to pursue that. And just be like, oh, never mind. We just ghost them. Lab equipment. I don't think that's worth as much, but research papers. I think that's something else we can leak to the public. I think we can only leak one per month, and I think we still had the corrupt judge papers. There we go. More research papers. Okay, conservative panic. So let's wander out. It's a long walk. Might really test our disguise skill here. Okay, well, our criminal record's going to get a little worse. There's nothing I can... Yeah, no equipment. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to go through all these chats. Still hoping we might pick up some secondary skills for free. So where are we at? We are now 2 counts of breaking and entering, 16 counts of theft. So I think this is just the second time Petra got caught, because I think each one of those was resulting in one of these. We did do a lot of theft this time, so fair. I think this might be a time for me to go shopping. Let's go to the pawn store. And we'll sell all the generic loot. It's $15.90, that's pretty nice. And then let's sell the third-rate black suit and the second-rate black suits over here. Actually, I guess we're selling all the black suits. I mean, yeah. And if there was any second-rate other stuff, but it looks okay. I'm going to keep these weapons and things. Ooh, there's a next. Research papers. No, we'll do that. So that's another $800. Nice. Okay, and then leave, and then we get some more suits, and just keep chatterizing these people. I might break off the meeting with some of them next time, actually, the people who are less appealing for some reason. There was something else I was about to check, and I can't remember what. Seduction, 4.1. Again, we can get all the way up to an 18. What? Okay, we're about halfway through the month, so we're not going to do another paper for a while. Oh, look at this, plus 20. Oh, this is us releasing prisoners. LGBT rights, justices. That's going to be nice if we can... The next time a Supreme Court justice comes up, if we could possibly make them not an arch-conservative, that'd be lovely, although that would be still a challenge. Death penalty, women's rights, free speech, civil rights, and a little bit more liked. Okay. Yeah, some little ones, but yeah. So clearly freeing prisoners is a big deal, and it gets us juice. So I think every time the courthouse and police stations aren't at high security, like if we check them again here, yeah, they're currently high security. I think we want to go in there and release some prisoners every time. And Petra's amazing at doing it solo, which I love. It's really interesting. I've really kept expecting the House and the Senate to pass more of these, but I guess the non-arch ones might be a little bit resistant to some of it. That's possible. 60% are for the appointment of liberal justices. Well, public interest is huge. I didn't know it could go there. So 90% of us have heard of us. 73% of us consider us a force for good. I still want to do the conservative radio. I'm just a little scared because I did do it in one of my practice games. I ran out there to see what it was like. You activate the mic. And if you do, I think if you're very persuasive, maybe some other things, and it's really interesting, people listen to the radio and then you can walk away scot-free. But if it's boring in some way, as soon as you stop your announcement, there's going to be like a dozen security guards ready to like just kill you. So we could go in there with a full squad for security, but that would make it harder to sneak to that location. Or I don't know. Just give Petra like insanely high stealth and hope she can sneak away. Maybe some dodge so that if some of the sneaking fails, we at least don't get shot a whole bunch. We got more money. Like one of the things, since people are still sort of aggro, one of the things I could be doing is while we're waiting for these, the police station, the courthouse to chillax, I can send Petra to school. And I am wondering, like when we write the end of the month thing, it doesn't ask who writes it. So it might not matter. It might, you're releasing those papers and that's just the way it is. Or maybe it picks your founder, or maybe it picks the best person. I don't know. But like, I wouldn't mind getting the writing up. If we wanted to lay low, what would I do? We got some dodge. I might want more. Again, we might learn ourselves some computers. We're definitely not getting computer skills just with our random talk, but I think there's a lot of randomness around it. Tailoring, science, religion. I think just helps maybe with some chit-chatting. I don't think that we need the combat stuff. I still like the dodge for when something gets wrong, we can go away. And actually, like, maybe we need a bunch of driving skill, because if we do raise the alarm and then we get chased, we're going to have to make sure that Petra can get the hell out of there. She's getting some driving skill constantly just by virtue of the fact that as she's traveling around, and, you know, I guess maybe that's why you set the driver explicitly, is this forces this person to drive and therefore develops their driving skill. But yeah, in theory, Petra's the better one. But yeah, we'll go and set that anyway, just to make sure she's constantly getting the driving skill, regardless of what happens with the squad development. I think I will just... I still want some cash, and these guys aren't all, like, uppity and cranky. So I'm just going to send her back over here. Heck, we're already wearing a lab coat and everything. And the same sort of thing. Loot and seduce. Loot and seduce. Loot and goose. So talk a pickup line. Talk. I'd love to be your bathwater. Ugh. 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 I mean, I guess it's better than saying drinking your bathwater, which is... talk, pickup line, and bigger accounts. You're big everywhere, fat ass. Oh, you got burned there, Petra. Talk A, B, yep. Talk. And talk. Lips are sweet, can I taste them? Sure, but you can't use your mouth. Is this a positive response? I can't tell. Can I taste them, but you can't use your mouth? Petra and Lab Tech make plans for tonight. Now, I mean, maybe I'm sheltered. Maybe I'm innocent. I don't understand what that response was. All right, well, we got ourselves a date. I'm sorry, your sexuality makes me nervous and this frustrates me. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I could have tried more seduction. Actually, we might be... Nope, we don't have a level up on a seduction yet. Have that. Talk. Seduce. Talk. Seduce. Talk. And more talk. There we go. Seduction. And the driving is going to get the level up, which is also really nice. Scheduled meeting 6, scheduled dates 1. Okay. We're going to have to maybe be a little bit careful with our button mashing so we don't just skip over the date stuff. Research papers, laptop. I don't know if I can do something with the extra research papers. You know, we got this backlog of papers ready to be announced. Although again, okay, conservative panic, so let's just walk out. Again, one of the things that might end up happening at some point is we might just spend like 2 months not actively doing anything while we just do some random training. Okay, got our first race suits. Okay, so this is just conversation. Chat, 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 chat. Okay, Petra has a hot date with John Abzug. Hello, John, the lab tech. So, that's interesting. You got some skills. I don't think I care about recruiting you, this mindless conservative. We could spend $100, take you out of town. We could try to get through the evening without spending a penny. Spend a week and $1,000 on a cheap vacation, standing up other dates. Break it off. Just kidnap the conservative. Oh, okay. You can use the date as a setup for a kidnapping too. What I'm hoping for is if I do this, that it trains our seduction a little bit more. Okay, Petra slowly warming John's frozen conservative heart. They'll meet again tomorrow. Seth just aged up. Okay. Well, I think this has been pretty successful. I'm liking the advancements we're doing so far. It's great that we're... Oh, look at this. Seduction's up to a 5. Yeah. And I'm wondering if we didn't go around. Let's say... actually, let's do that right now. I'm just going to have Petra take a class in... Still like the idea of taking a class in law and then going around talking to those juries. Plus, we could do some self-defense if we get caught. And we don't have money for an insane lawyer. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to do 1 day of teaching just to get us up to rank 5. Now, to confirm, Petra's seduction is 5.07. If I wait a day... And then, so these guys are just going to casually chat. Okay, hot date, and then I'm just going to use B again. Get through the evening without spending a penny. Okay. Whoa! Reagan the Man! Noble Faith, a new book lauding Reagan and the Greatest Generation. Okay, so that's going to have a media thing, but let's just check. Seduction. Okay, we only gain 0.03, but technically seduction did go up. I think we'll probably cut you loose and just do more like trying to pick up people, because I think that's going to have a better effect. Reagan the Man, what is it? People are taking more of a conservative position on taxes. All right. Well, we're going to put a cut in here. Next episode, who knows? Maybe, is there any chance that downtown settle down? No, not yet. But that's okay. Maybe I keep taking classes, but I think I keep running around seducing people. I like this vibe, and then we're going to try to seduce a bank manager. Folks, thanks for watching another episode. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.